IFTVPN. WIFTVPN.
Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Remy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You gotta
attack.
get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this family.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
Trigger with instructor Mike on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Why? Why? Because someone told a great guy no.
No! God, please, no! No!
And he told that no, and he said, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and turn that no into next opportunity. That's the latest book I just released. What I tell myself about no, because children who do not understand the power of rejection and the propulsion that occurs inside it becomes adults who can't take rejection. And your next opportunity could be right around the corner if you just understand how to use that no. And that's why we exist at What's in It for the Black People Media Network, because someone took a no and said, I'm going to create next opportunity. You're not silencing the voice, because that's what's in it for the black people is the truth. Not always that you want to hear. It's the shit that needs to be said, because our ancestors fought and died to give us the right of access. And who the fuck are you to tell me no? Only on What's in It for the Black People Media Network.
Hard work, we're on the go. Hard work. The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
WIFTV.
Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. With Dawn Millhouse.
Good morning, sunshines. Good morning, Lisa E.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Good morning, Esco. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning.
Can you keep a little bit?
Want
Just
some
me,
more volume?
please. Thank you.
How's that?
My mic sound nice. It's Freestyle Friday.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nice.
it's Friday. Listen, they out there freestyling, eating like savages. They out there like Beyonce remix on that food. Man, Lord have mercy. Follow the grit, cause it's grits from what's Tawana's
Chef Divine Treats. Man.
Divine Treats, yeah. She out there trying to make. I'm trying to get my Christmas vacation body on. I'm not eating. Yeah, you know I got to fade these youngins. You understand me?
Right.
So I keep. You
know what?
I'm not eating no grits.
Are we allowed to hit somebody live on the air with all these witnesses?
Smack me, I'll smack
Dawn,
you back.
no, I know you will, but
you better.
Dawn's your shoes weigh more than you.
But that don't mean I can't. Boy, she trying to make me cuss early, y'all.
I'm giving her a compliment. It's a compliment with like,
I like to.
Yeah, but no,
I don't like to fight, but I will.
No, but it's one of those compliments. Like, really, like people would kill. Dawn's one of those people. Let's just keep it real. Dawn and my best friend from kindergarten, they could be in a hurricane with a mudslide and coming out like completely just. And she'll still look better than most people with makeup and stuff. Like, so it was a compliment. It just came out wrong. It was just I was hating, but in a complimentary way.
That's cool. Hate make you grow. Hate is like glad you said that. So like I was watching. I hate to God knows that I'm a cussing saint. Amen. Joel Osteen sermon 2 weeks ago was off the chain, and he talked about how. Sometimes, he didn't say this word, but I'm going to break it down to you in Dawn speak, okay? He didn't say this, but he meant this in my interpretation. He said that the fertilizer is always shit, okay? Yeah. But that's what makes the grass grow.
So let's make it
true, very true.
So hate is really just cheap fertilizer shit.
But there's different type of haters.
Yeah.
There's haters that like.
But all fertilizers smell like shit. Or it's created from shit or Donkey Kong or whatever it is. It's shitty.
But see,
but the grass will grow. Amen.
That's definitely true.
Amen.
See, but there's different. Like I'm an upfront hater. I'll be like, man, really? Like because I'll tell you to your face, but it's not because it's more in a nice way. I don't really hate on people like that.
Yeah, so. You probably said that wrong. Don't say you're a hater. You're not.
Well.
You just are. You're just
right. Bottom line is Dawn saying that, but I just walked past the food and I just gained 4 pounds, and I only smelled it, and I just gained 4 pounds from walking past it. I didn't even,
However, if I did eat if I ate jerk chicken sliders, and if I ate curry, what kind of grits?
It was shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits. The macaroni cheese does look fine.
It was good.
PHI, not to be mistaken with fire. She got old school butter cookies. Butter. Budda, butter cookies, and what else is out there?
And then she did chicken tenders because she knows that my little picky self doesn't like she did the chicken sliders, but I don't do the grits and the shrimp and stuff. So she.
But then what had happened is our first guest, Victor Love, Legacy Love. That's gonna be your new name.
Legacy Love.
Victor Love from Josephine's Southern Cooking brought in some gumbo grits, salmon croquettes, chicken and waffles, wheat toast, and Welch's grape. Y'all know it's all good on 79th Street when you get the cheese eggs, and Welch's grape. Wow. Yeah, it's about the Biggie Smalls about to.
Did they? Oh, they already probably ate it off for the other show, but that's okay.
No, that's salmon croquette. I crushed it. Yeah. I don't even know if I chewed it. So if you see salmon in my teeth, pardon me. It's his fault. But yes. And then a little bit later on, we are going to have Adele Givens and my homegirl, Terisa Griffin, join us and talk about, because tomorrow's Sweetest Day, and they're doing a car concert on 119th Street. And you can go to Teresa's website, www.teresagriffin.com, and scoop those tickets. You can BYOB, BYOF, bring your own food, bring your own all shit, or you can buy food from and drinks from the vendors there. How about that? That's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
And even though you should still be YOM just in case, bring your own mask. Just in case.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Your top and bottom mask.
Right. Well, are people going to be... Well,
or what
during
you
the
could
concert,
do is go over to Kimbark Liquors, Kimbark Beverage on 53rd Street over to see Jonathan's
That's where you
spot.
should pick,
Scoop you some mini bottles so you don't have to, it's not bulky. You know, if you get the little mini joints, then all you have to do is get a cup of ice or something and just drink like we always have in the car.
And if you but this is allowed in the car, right? So
without a doubt,
just get a bucket. Bring a bucket of ice.
Hey, Jonathan Swain, I'm coming.
I want my mudslide mix. Oh, I can't do mudslide there, but I'll do gin and juice.
Kimbark Beverage.
Right, I'll switch from mudslides to gin and juice.
That's a fancy name. Kimbark Beverage Shop. We used to just be the liquor store. But you know it's Hyde Park, and you know how us Hyde Parkians are. It's a beverage shop. It's a beverage shop. You are tuned in to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. Stay with us. We're coming back with Victor Love and a little bit of legacy and a little bit jokey. He wouldn't even give me anything to promote. He said, "I just want to see you go." I said, "God help us." Stay with us. We'll be right back.
FTBPM.
So he did chicken.
We out west with where we live illegal, leaning off a leader, riding regal, tipping scales like Libras. Inhale, no L's, pulling out blocks like Jenga. In the rear of a Caprice's Billy Rims, feel you decent nonetheless.
Funeral expenses are costly. The Casket Store wants to help you save hundreds of dollars. You do not have to purchase a casket from the funeral home. Call now for a free in-home consultation. Call 773-445-6900. 773-445-6900.
What's up, good people? If you didn't tune in to the last I Said What I Said, here's what you missed. Special thanks to Love McPherson.
And when you talk about object sex, you and objectifying that woman, you glorify pieces of her. And let me tell you something. If you think that doesn't matter, it does. And I'm going to tell you why it matters. I looked at a video and I was looking at these young boys, these teenagers, and they were like, "Do you like black women or white women?" I like white women. I like white women. And first I felt some kind of way. Then you know what happened to me? I started listening to them and they said, "Why did you like the white women?" Because they'll do anything for you. Yeah, the white hoes.
Bitch, you is a hoe. Bitch, you is a hoe.
And I thought pornography has elevated what the white woman will do for you, the objectifying of her. And this is why we don't realize, even in our spaces, the black man is shut down because he doesn't know the power of his seed like the white man knows the power of his seed.
Oh, look, just like milk.
He doesn't realize that you sit up there coming into my neighborhood, objectifying my white women because you say they do it better than your women is a problem. They don't do it to them, but they won't bring that out, and they will not allow you to do that to their women.
I said what I said. Herb 2, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
WIFTV.
Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. With Dawn Millhouse.
Is it playing?
It is. But
Can't hear me?
I can't hear anything though. It's, as long as they can see it, it's cool, and we can talk over it. That's cool. I just want them to see it. As long as they can see it, it's okay. It is. Welcome back. You are tuned into the Book of Dawn. Not sure if you saw the video. Technology is my, I'm not going to say not strong because everything I do is good. So I hope you saw it. And if you didn't, it wasn't for you to see. Did I sound like your mother? well, you tuned into the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Monday through Friday, and we are joined by our in-studio guest, Victor Love, this morning. Good morning, Victor.
What's going on, sis? How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It is indeed. Victor, I wanted to make certain, I think that, all right, you know how we go way back.
Let's
okay,
go. Get it cracking.
We go way back, and a lot of people don't realize that on the inside,
some stuff that we won't even talk about on this show.
How about we don't know the statutes?
How about that?
That part. What I wanted to do is talk about your family legacy. Okay. Talk about your mom and talk about how you are working to carry that legacy on. One of the huge things that you have done is feed seniors during the pandemic.
Yes.
But I want to give a little history first about Mother Wade.
Okay.
And how it came to 2020 and your heart for the community, even though the community isn't always loving to you because they've been reckless a few times, right?
Yes.
So Josephine Mother Wade is an American chef and restaurateur, not from Chicago.
Forest City, Arkansas.
Gotta say Arkansas.
Arkansas.
You can't say Arkansas like you're from Chicago.
Arkansas.
Right. Child of a sharecropper.
That's right.
And I'll let you tell the rest of the story.
Margie and George Wade were my mom's parents, and she's one of 13. And the story goes, she kind of fell in love with cooking just because she didn't want to pick cotton. So she chose to stay in and cook lunch and dinner for her brothers and sisters and parents. And so much that she said she got a whooping the first time she tried it because she didn't even get permission because at her age, I think it was like maybe 10 or 11, they didn't allow the kids to light the stove because I guess you had to put wood in there and use use a kerosene or whatever. And you can burn the whole, if you don't know what you're doing, you can burn the whole house up.
House.
The meal was good. They said they like what she cooked, but she still got that whooping.
Right.
And,
as she should have.
She still got that whooping so that she wouldn't do that again without permission. So the legacy continues. She moved to Chicago, met my dad, and who is John L. Love. That's where the love comes from. And they had 2 children, my sister Beverly and my sister Elise. And mom worked she worked at Howard Johnson. She was a dietitian at hospitals. She even worked for a certain crime figure as a personal chef for a crime figure who lived in Oak Park back in the day. And the story goes they were kind of influential in even helping her launch her career. They saw how passionate she was about cooking, but she always wanted her own. So they made it possible for her to step out in. I think her first restaurant was like in maybe 69 or something right there on 75th Street. Her and her older sister, my Aunt Evelyn, went into that restaurant, and then it caught on fire.
Okay.
And my mother reinvented herself by herself this time, and she went into the lounge business. And she always did a combo thing. At that point, she moved right down the street on 79th and Dorchester, where she opened up Volume 1, which was a restaurant and lounge. And a lot of good stories about that place.
Oh, I bet. 79?
No,
Baby,
no, 75th.
Fluky.
Yeah,
Stop.
No, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
No, Jeff.
Yeah.
Personally,
I'll bet.
Jeff came to visit.
I'm sure.
So
I'm
yeah.
sure.
So she went from there. It didn't work out well for her. And I can kind of bounce, so we just kicking in. You stop me.
Yeah.
When you
No,
want to
go
do
ahead.
something
So
else.
so Volume 1, she goes from there to Volume 1. Then tell me how
She ended up opening up 3 more Volume 1s. She had the one on 75th in Dorchester, 54th in Ashland, and then she went on Pulaski and Lake Street and opened up one. So she had 3 of those.
And what's important is that they were all in the community.
Absolutely, right in the heart of the hood.
You said
Absolutely.
Chatham or Auburn. Is it
I don't know,
79th, Inglewood and the West Side?
I don't know what 75th in Dorchester with that. That's not South Shore because it's kind of east.
I think that's probably
something. Somebody will tell you what
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But again, when you start talking Pulaski and Lake, and
Rowdy.
54th and Ashland, they were getting it in over there.
Still getting it in.
Yes.
Tell me. No, he's good. You thinking? That's why they got that thing.
Okay.
So how did you get to so Volume 1, 2, and 3, even though they were all called Volume 1?
Exactly.
Okay. How then did we end up back on 79th with 1?
Well, Mom started. That's when everybody was getting into the real estate game back in, I guess, the late 70s, early 80s, and Mama started getting involved in mortgages, mortgage lending and stuff, and doing that kind of stuff. And at the time, with the 1, 2, and 3 location, my mother never owned any of those buildings. She rented. And what she found out was that whenever you go into something that you don't own and you have success, oftentimes the landlords start becoming a thorn in your side.
Tell the story of MV.
So let me just tell you one. So on 75th in Dorchester, there was a certain lady who owned that building. And Mama paying her rent on time, Dawn, and everything. But when it got jumping and it was popular, and back in then, Dawn, I don't know if you old enough to remember Al Johnson's Cadillac. So you had R.L. Dukes, you had Fluky, like you said, you started naming Bob Hughes. You had all the heavyweights coming through there messing with Mama, right? So the landlord was kind of getting jealous about it for whatever the reason. She paying her rent. I don't know what the problem is. But she just come down and she would just nitpick with Mama. Yeah. And on this one day, she didn't care if Mama had a bar full, a restaurant full. She would clown her. Dawn, all I can tell you is,
you don't.
Have you ever seen 2 women go through a window? Like, really? And because the lady wasn't no punk either, so now let me be clear.
Yeah.
The lady was a gangster too, like Mama. So they didn't bow down to each other, and Mama had enough. And all I know is they went through a window and cops were called and all of that. And after that, my mother kind of got out of the business for a minute because she was already making money in the mortgage game.
Right.
But she said she would never go into another building and open up nothing that she didn't own. She'll never rent again from nobody. So that's how that story goes.
Hold that right there. That sounds like an MV story. That's a Fact Friday.
Yeah.
Have your own shit. You could actually follow Maze's example.
Yep.
You create your own platform. Okay. Yes. So this is a funky, fresh freestyle Friday. On your own shit, and shit make you grow, and haters make you mad. Yep. Friday on the Book of Dawn. Stay with us. We'll be right back. WIFTBPM.
Trigger with instructor Mike on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Why? Why? Because someone told a great guy no.
No! God, please, no! No!
And he told that no, and he said, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that no into next opportunity. That's the latest book I just released, What I Tell Myself About No, because children who do not understand the power of rejection and the propulsion that occurs inside it becomes adults who can't take rejection, and your next opportunity could be right around the corner if you just understand how to use that no. And that's why we exist at What's in It for the Black People Media Network, because someone took a no and said, I'm gonna create next opportunity. You're not silencing the voice, because that's what's in it for the black people, is the truth. Not always that you want to hear, it's the shit that needs to be said, because our ancestors fought and died to give us the right of access, and who the fuck are you to tell me no? Only on What's in It for the Black People Media Network.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
WIFTBP.
Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. With Dawn Millhouse.